Okay. Is this working? Looks like it. Okay. What's up, guys? How are we? Just wanted to make a little video, live stream, whatever you want to call it, on what's going on right now with Zack Snyder's Justice League and Restore the Snyderverse and all that. So we're probably just going to be talking about the numbers that they've been releasing, not the official ones. We're still waiting on those. But I just wanted to see or talk about what the numbers mean and what are the steps forward to see this universe continuing. So I just wanted to firstly talk about the news, because this is something funny. Like every independent news site, for example, like here Bloomberg is talking about their biggest increase in video streaming last week. HBO Max had the biggest increase. So that means that since May that HBO Max is active, we've seen like a lot of good movies. For example, like Wonder Woman 84. I mean, there were some big movies in there, Game of Thrones series, like everything, and they're telling us that this has been like the biggest increase in a whole weekend, which is pretty fucking exciting if you ask me. But the thing is, we still don't have official numbers. So we also have this other independent news site, which is Samba TV, which is showing that in the last 7 days in the US, 2.2 million households have spent an average of 171 minutes watching the Snyder Cut. And on the UK, 954 households. Now, people are comparing this to Wonder Woman 84, which makes sense. I mean, it's the almost the only movie you can compare it to with this like model of streaming. And people are saying, oh, it's a disappointment. Like Zack Snyder's Justice League was a disappointment because it wasn't like as big as people were thinking it was going to be, which is like completely not true, because there's a lot of factors that you have to take in, which are Wonder Woman 84 released on Christmas Day. Everyone was on holidays that day. Everyone was at home that day because there's like this little thing called coronavirus. And it was a 2.5-hour movie, I think, something like that. It was PG-13. It was like a family-friendly movie. And this movie is, I think it's 4 hours long, R-rated, and it dropped like a normal Thursday from a normal week. Like it wasn't like holidays. People were not especially at home or something like that. So this is all like subjective. I mean, this is just an opinion, but if you ask me, and if Zack Snyder's Justice League got almost like the same amount of streams in its first weekend as Wonder Woman 84, that's a huge fucking success if you take in account those factors. Again, it's my opinion, but I don't know. The fact that so many people are tuning in for a 4-hour Zack Snyder movie R-rated after what people thought of BBS, to me, that means that there's quite the interest there. Oh, I forgot to. What's up, Jose? What's up, Nathan? How are you? Yeah, thanks, George. But yeah, there's something else I wanted to share, which is this. Like, this is like official numbers, kind of. Like HBO Max had its biggest increase in video streaming last week, recording an 8.9% jump in subscribers. In users. That's like user subscribers. That means that on that weekend, on the weekend of the 18th, an 8.9% more of people who weren't like subscribed to HBO Max joined. Right now, HBO Max has around 40 million subscribers, funny number. And that means that around 3,200,000 people joined that weekend. That's amazing. Like, just think about it. This service has been going on since May last year. It has big titles, like it's getting mainstream. Like, from what I've seen on Twitter and analytics and all that, like this thing is growing. It's not like, oh, no one knew about this and suddenly everyone tuned in to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, this is a service, and streaming service that is well known. So to see like an almost 10% jump of subscribers in a single weekend, that is fucking crazy. And that's not like, then it says like a 64% increase on HBO Max downloads, like the apps. That doesn't mean like exactly subscribers, because you can like have it on your TV and then download it on your phone, and that's gonna say that you've downloaded the app, and that doesn't mean that you've created like a new user or whatever. But 3.2 million news users on that weekend is fucking incredible. Like, if HBO Max is looking for something to like become their new Game of Thrones, something like that, like this is it. Like, this is not like people using a hashtag and then not going, like, there's an expression in English that I can get to now. It's like, you have it there. Like, you have the analytics. This is not like people shouting in the internet and then not showing up and paying the money. Like, you have people paying the fucking money. And I've seen like in Russia, it broke records. On South America, it's been like the best-selling movie for 2 weeks right now. There was another in Canada. In Canada, it broke like the record. It broke the Game of Thrones record. Like, more people watched Zack Snyder's Justice League in its first weekend in Canada than they watched Game of Thrones. Like, that is fucking amazing. Like, everyone, like, if you go in the street and you talk to anybody and you ask them, do you know what Game of Thrones is? They know what it is. So if this thing is even bigger than that, that means that it's not infiltrating, like that has like a bad connotation, but it's getting big. Like, a lot of people knowing about this stuff. Like, this is not a condensed group of really big fans that are like spending all the money on the merchandise and all that we are, but you also have like general audiences. Like, there's a lot of people showing up and paying the money, watching it legally. And the numbers are there. I mean, the only thing that is really fucking weird is that we haven't seen the official numbers yet, which is weird considering that Wonder Woman 84's numbers released like the next weekend that it released. And then like every single HBO Max release that they've had, the numbers released on the next Monday. And then suddenly, Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's been like more than 2 weeks now, and it's radio silent. Which is, I've seen people say that that's like a good sign, because that means that, you know, they are talking, they are negotiating, whatever. Yeah, I can kind of agree, but there's something fishy there. There's something really weird, because if you think about it, every single thing that happens with this movie is something weird. Like, the trailers leak, the movie leaks instead of Tom and Jerry, the numbers suddenly don't come official. Something strange, honestly. Yeah, I think that this is like a same situation that we had in November 17th of 2019. We have to make it so big that this is just like forcing WB's hand. Like, this is not trying to convince them, because they don't want to be convinced. So this is about forcing them. Like, what happened on that day when all the actors joined in and it got like 800k tweets to release the Snyder Cut. That's just, you have to force them, because these people work like this. it's really, really fucking weird. Like, I've never studied marketing, but I know a bit about this stuff. And having a company where you have like you have a product that is like breaking numbers and breaking records every single country where you try and look at it, and you are like, no, like the next Monday you're gonna be like Anne Sarnoff and say, no, there's no more movies coming out. It's like, that's marketing and company management 101. Like, if a lot of people are asking for something, even if you are not sure if you're gonna make it, just say it. Say, hey, listen, yeah, we are in talks. Yeah, we will love to see this universe continue. We're really glad that this movie performed the way it performed. You don't slam it down the way they did. It's fucking. I mean, I don't work there, so I don't know what's going on there, obviously. But that's some really, really bad company management, honestly. I mean, yeah, I mean, when people say that Jason Killer is, I mean, he's like our last hope or something like that, I think that he honestly is. Because at the end of the day, his job is to get HBO Max subscribers. Like, that's his job. So we need this guy if we want to see the Restore the Snyderverse happen. Why? Because he's got the power to do so. Now, I don't think that he wants to overrule any of his employees, because that will cause like internal conflicts and all that. But Jason Killer's sole purpose in that company, apart from management, is to get HBO Max subscribers. Like, that's his thing. He doesn't care about WB. He doesn't care about theatrical. All he wants is to get HBO Max subscribers. So if he looks at the analytics and he sees that 3 million more people joined in just for that movie, and that it's breaking records internationally, where in countries where HBO Max is gonna release in like 2 or 3 months, it's not that far away, he has to at least consider it. Because this is not like, oh, everyone pushed for this movie and then like it did okay. No, it didn't do okay. It's breaking records here and there. So I hope that he's like looking at the analytics and saying, well, let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can talk to someone. Let's see if we can figure the budget. Let's see if we can talk WB into saying yes. I mean, at the end of the day, Jason Killer has this last word, but I've seen people say like, oh, he has to go there and overrule everyone. Yes and no. Like, that will benefit us because that will give us what we want, but they are also a company, and they don't usually do that unless there's like an extreme case or something like that, because that creates like internal conflicts, and there's already a conflict going on in that company. So I don't see that happening, honestly. And the other thing that we have to, yeah, I mean, exactly, like, this is like company management 101. Like, if you, for example, work at, I don't know, McDonald's, and you have thousands of people asking for excuse me, asking for, I don't know, ice cream, and you're like, oh no, there's like no more ice cream. Why? Did the ice cream machine break? And you're like, no, I don't know. Did the guy who makes the ice cream, I don't know, did he get fired? No. And then what's the reason? I don't know. I don't like ice cream. And it's like, yeah, but me and all these thousands of people do like it. I want more ice cream. And they're like, no, there's like no more ice cream. That's fucking stupid. That's not how the way like you run a fucking company. That's fucking stupid. I don't know. And we also have to think that maybe, hey Sam, how are you? I mean, we also have to think that maybe Zack doesn't want to do it because he's been going through some stuff like with the studio, like what happened in 2017, and some of the stuff that he's been saying lately, like they made him delete the Green Lantern cameo at the end, and they didn't want him to film the the Parademon Cocoon scenes. Like they just didn't allow him to do so. So it's like maybe he doesn't want to do them. Like maybe we have to be prepared for him to say, I'm happy that I got to finish this trilogy, but I don't want to spend like the next 5 years fighting the studio every single day that like we did. And I think that at the end of the day, Zack has the last word. And if he decides to leave and say, hey, listen, I appreciate the support from the fans and everything, but I can't do this anymore. I'm going to go and make 7 Army of the Dead sequels over at Netflix. I'm going to be happy for him, and I'm going to go in Netflix and watch those movies because I'm a fan of his. But what we can't also expect is like, oh no, Zack, because we as fans want these movies, you have to endure whatever they give it to you. They gave to you. It's like, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I wanted to see him happy and doing whatever he wants. And if he's not comfortable at Warner Brothers, then let it be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, if Jason Killer says, okay, the numbers are strong, we have interest in continuing this universe, here's like $300 million, total creative control, do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, he's going to say yes. But he's not going to be like, oh, here's like $80 million, go and make the movies. He's going to be like, no. Either we're going to do it on my terms or I'm not going to do it. And at the end of the day, even though HBO Max are the ones that are like responsible to if they want to greenlight sequels or spin-offs or whatever, Zack right now has, in my opinion, the advantage because it's like he gave them, like, this is like a metaphor or something like that Dave the Film Junkie uses a lot. Like he's balling, like he has the ball, he's like putting the ball between his legs, he's doing all this kind of stuff because right now he just needs to do something that is, hey, listen, these are the analytics. My movie is breaking records in every single country that it has released. And when we see the official HBO Max numbers, we're going to see that this movie has like a huge interest from the general audience that at the end of the day are the ones that give you money. You're going to give me $300 million. You're going to give me total creative control, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. He says yes, let's do it. If not, he's going to say, hey, listen, in Netflix, they're treating me better. And the loss is in HBO Max's side because they are going to be losing an amazing filmmaker. They're going to be losing potential spin-offs and sequels that are going to give them huge amounts of money from what we've seen. So, I don't know. It's kind of complicated. Yeah, I mean, this is like the... Goddamn, I can't remember the name. There's like this movie with kind of one of the actors who plays like one of the Ghostbusters. Well, like the day repeats every single day. Yeah, that's every single day with WB. It's like, hey, listen, everyone loves the Snyder Cut. It's making huge records. It's giving us more money. Next Monday, there's an article saying there's not going to be more Zack Snyder DC movies. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that unless Jason Killer says here's like by contract full creative control, maybe Zack doesn't want to do it. Yeah, that's the thing. The Groundhog Day. Yeah, that's the movie. I can't remember I couldn't remember the name in English. Like, I don't know. Like, if HBO Max is like, yeah, here's the money, here's the full creative control, he's gonna say yes. If Jason Killer is like, well, maybe here's the money, but you're gonna be under WB's, like, you have to respond to Ann Sarnoff, Toby America, and Walter Hamada, he's gonna say no. Like, he's gonna bounce because he doesn't wanna do that bullshit anymore. Like, if he's gonna make the sequels, if the spin-offs are gonna happen, if all that is gonna happen, it's gonna be on his terms. And if it's not on his terms, then he's not gonna do them. Simple as that. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that if they don't give him an offer from here until Army of the Dead's release, that is like in the 21st of May, I don't see it happen, because Zack has said that he has like the Norse mythology Netflix thing, the Army of the Dead sequel that they are already talking about. He has the science fiction movie led by a woman. He has the Carlomagno 300 stylish movie he wants to make. He's got Horse Latitudes that's only a week, but he has to go and do that movie. He's packed. Like, he has like 5 or 6 projects coming up. So if they don't say yes in like these 2 months, I honestly don't see it happening, because the logistics and the engagement this thing has is, if you wait another 2 years, in 2 years people are not gonna be as interested in sequels as they are now, honestly. So it's, I mean, I this is like a personal opinion, I don't know shit, but if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in the next 2 months, and hopefully we hear about, maybe, I don't know, maybe they are in talks, I don't know, I have no idea. I honestly hope that they are in talks to see what they can do or what they can't do. But I mean, the numbers are there. I mean, there's something that you cannot lie. Something that does not lie are the numbers. And if they gather all the data and all the analytics from people who have purchased the movie, they're going to see that it's quite worth it to continue this universe. And we also have to take in consideration the event we had the other day, where Restore the Snyderverse got to 1.5 million tweets on 24 hours. That is like, it surpassed Avengers Endgame's amount of tweets in 24 hours, which is fucking incredible. Like, that means, because when we used to release the Snyder Cut thing, that was like a planned event, actors joined in, there was like a week of pre-excitement, like, oh, what's going to happen on Sunday? And everyone was, I mean, I was getting banned for like spam because I was tweeting release the Snyder Cut so much. And we got to 800K in 24 hours. And then, like, right now with Restore the Snyderverse, it was like a planned event, but it was planned like 3 days before, and not a lot of people were talking about it. And it got to 1.5 million tweets. Why is that? Because general audiences, verified accounts, big news outlets were talking about it. Like, oh, the Restore the Snyderverse, yeah, I saw Zack Snyder's Justice League last weekend and I want to see the sequels. Fuck yeah, I want to see more movies from Zack Snyder. And this is what they have to take in mind, HBO Max, that this is not like a condensed group of fans. This has exploded. Like, this is gone mainstream really quick. So you have to strike while the iron is hot. Because if you don't, the general audience goes on and gets interested in another movie. So you have to strike while the iron is hot and say, here are the sequels, here are spin-offs, Zack's coming back, Henry Cavill is coming back, Ben Affleck is coming back, Jared Leto is coming back, and you're going to blow the fucking internet. Because people loved the fucking movie. And it's really easy just to say yes. Because the analytics are saying, say yes. The general audience is saying, say yes, because you're getting 1.5 million tweets in 24 hours asking you to make more. The verifieds are saying yes. Most of the critics are saying yes. On IMDb, the movie has like an 8.3. Like, it's the best superhero movie, the best rated superhero movie, like right below The Dark Knight or something like that, which is fucking amazing. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know what more they need to say yes. Honestly, I think that this is like a internal conflict where Walter Hamada, Toby American, and Sarnoff are like always talking about their universe. So maybe they don't want to have any conflicts. Maybe they don't want to see that people love Zack Snyder's DC movies more than they do the ones they've done. Because as of now, with all the respect in the world, Shazam was like one of the first ones where Walter Hamada was involved, and it made $350 million on a $90 million budget, which is not like bad at all. Like, it made money, but it wasn't like a hit or anything like that. And then the next DC movie they made solely with Walter Hamada in that universe supposedly that they are creating is Birds of Prey, and that didn't do very well at the box office. And then you have this guy whom you fired in 2017 with 800 tweets on his back. You'll have to forcibly say, yes, let's make the Snyder Cut a reality. And when he puts it out, it hits mainstream audiences. It's breaking selling records all over the world. It's breaking subscribers. I mean, it's breaking the data for new subscribers. It's going mainstream. You have 1.5 million tweets asking for Restore the Snyderverse. I think that they are fucking pissed because they are seeing that people are more interested in Zack Snyder's DC movies than they are in their kind of universe. Because this is something really simple. Zack is a fan of these characters. He takes huge amounts of time to study these characters, write the script. He's like consistently trying to improve and trying to give us like the better product for the comic lovers and for the movie lovers without like going further away from his style. He's always like the director of the movie. But the thing is that these other guys, like these executives, like Ann Sarnoff, Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada, they are not fans of this. Like they are just executives and they want to make money, so they don't have that passion behind him. And when you don't have someone with passion doing movies, someone that is really interested and invested in what they are doing, this is what happens, that your movie don't do so well. And then you have this guy who supposedly didn't know what the fuck he was doing because BBS was the worst movie possible, and he had to change the Justice League script, and he had to change, like he had to cut like 2.5 hours from the movie, and even then they weren't happy with the cut. And then you go and fire him, and then 3 years later he releases the movie that we should have seen in 2017 because these executives didn't want him to finish the movie in 2017, especially Toby Emmerich. And he comes back and everyone fucking loves the movie. Everyone is asking for more movies. The general audience is liking it. Not liking it. They are really enjoying it. Even critics, I was fucking surprised when I saw that Tomatometer go like at 75%. I was like, it's gonna be in the 40s or the 50s. Like even the critics are liking it in the most part. So I think that they are just scared. They are scared of what Zack can do. I think they are scared of what the amount of people that Zack can move, and they are fucking scared of this being a huge success. That is the huge success that is being, because I bet that they are like, oh, listen, our movie Birds of Prey did like $210 million at the box office, and I know it's not comparable because theater stuff and streaming stuff, like the data and the money and everything is like completely different. But this fucking guy is releasing a 4-hour R-rated Justice League movie that supposedly not a lot of people were going to see, and he's breaking countries' records. He's surpassing Game of Thrones in some countries. He's adding like 3.2 million new subscribers on the first weekend just to watch this movie on HBO Max. I don't know. I think they are just scared. They are scared of his success. They are scared that people choose to watch Zack's movies instead of their movies. And listen, this is a company. If maybe they could just say, hey, listen, we were wrong. Not say that we were wrong. We are very happy that Zack's movie is like this successful. I mean, we are happy to see if he wants to continue. We would love to see his vision fully realized, and let's see what happens in the future. You can jump on the bandwagon. I can't even pronounce it. You can jump on the train right fucking now and be on the right side of history. Like right now, even if they don't feel like it, even if they don't like Zack, even if they don't like his vision of DC films, they can just say, hey, listen, we really enjoyed the movie. I hope Zack is making more. We will support him if he wants to do so. And we are like these kind executives who allowed Zack to finish his vision. And on the eyes of the general public, in the eyes of the fans, in the eyes of everyone, you are the savior who restored the Snyderverse and gave everyone what they wanted to see. But no, they have to oppose it, publicly oppose it, when you know that the general public is not going to be happy about what you have to say. I don't know. I don't know where these people studied marketing. I don't know where these people studied company management, but this is like company management 101. You just have to, like, if I don't like something about my company, but it's making me millions of dollars, on the inside, I can't be like, holy shit, I hate this side of this company. But on the outside, I'm gonna be like, I am the biggest supporter of this company, of this side of the company. I am its biggest support. I'm gonna give every resource that we have into making this even bigger, because I know that the fans love it and I love it too, and this and that. And even if it's all lies, you can publicly be on the right side of history. I mean, simple as that, honestly. I went on a rant there, but I don't know. I just wanted to get that off my chest, honestly. I don't know. I listen, just to kind of conclude, I hopefully in the next like 2 months we hear something from Zack, something from Jason Killer. Hopefully they release the numbers like right now. Like it's been 2 weeks. HBO Max released the fucking numbers right now. If it's breaking records in every country internationally, release the numbers. I don't think that it's that complicated, but I don't know. Hopefully they are trying to gather all the possible data to like say, oh, it had, I mean, maybe they try to, include another weekend or whatever and say, hey, listen, it had like the biggest opening weekend on HBO Max. I don't know. But yeah, HBO Max released the fucking numbers and do it. Yes, please. It's so weird. Like every other movie, the numbers were released far away, and this movie, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. There's something really strange going on. Hopefully it's for the best. Hopefully they are talking. Hopefully they are negotiating. That's why they are not saying anything. I don't know. But I think that we're gonna see in the next 2 months. Right. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I think that he was the one who greenlit it. Like, because he got in charge like in the 1st of May, and it was announced on the 20th of May. And I mean, Debbie Snyder said that the Snyder Cut was like greenlit 2 weeks before it was announced, or 1 week and a half or something like that, which means that he probably had a hand into saying yes. And he's been like actively promoting the movie on his personal account. So I don't know. I don't know if he's like a fan of these characters or no, but he's a smart dude. Like, I've seen what his previous work is. He's a smart fucking dude. And if he looks at the analytics, and if he looks at the amount of HBO Max subscribers that subscribed just for this movie, he's gonna say, listen, Zack, here like $250 million, go and make Justice League 2 and 3. Ben Affleck, here like $70 million, go make the Batman. I don't know, Jared Leto, here like $30 million, go make a Joker Nightmare spin-off. Do whatever the fuck you want, but you have a gold mine in your hands, because the data and the general audience and everyone is showing that you have a gold mine. Don't misuse it, for love of God. And I'm not saying this just as a fan, because I mean, as a fan, I want to see this universe continue and see more of these movies, but it's like, don't unuse, I don't know, I'm looking for the word, but I can't get it. Like, don't unuse one of the biggest opportunities that you're gonna have in your company's history. Like, this is getting even more mainstream than Game of Thrones, for a lot of God. Exploit the mine, the gold mine. I'm gonna pay happily. I've been paying for a VPN, and I've been paying for an HBO Max subscription for like 2 or 3 months now, just to support this movie. So I'm gonna be happily paying even more than that. So I don't know. I don't think it's that difficult. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I went in a fucking run, 35 minutes talking. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this stuff, just kind of my thoughts and everything. Because I don't know. I mean, hopefully they release those numbers soon. Hopefully they make some kind of announcement. of Zack returning, giving him like total creative control and $300 million so he can go batshit crazy and do whatever the fuck he wants. But I don't know. I just guess that we will have to see, honestly. Okay, guys. So thanks everyone who came up to the stream today. Oh, hey, Mercury, how are you, man? Thanks for everyone who commented. Thanks to everyone who dropped a like. Drop a like if you enjoyed the stream, guys. And I'll probably be making more of those in these coming weeks because I think that things are gonna get quite interesting. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everyone, that stopped by, that liked the stream and who commented. Have a nice day, guys. Love you.